Excuse me while I die a little as we are starting up here. Freya, who needs a lip? I love you. Hello, everyone. I'm North Scorpio and dying just slightly every Mormon. Every Mormon, you know. I'm tired. It's been a long week. Freya is criticizing me. Oh. When just as I thought the cold was a myth, just like swung back and slapped me in the face. Still feel it, but it's not so bad today. So we're gonna play some more Final Fantasy 14. And while I'm waiting for the world to load, I will bring Steve back. Hello?
Hello.
How's it going?
It's going good. How are you?
Not bad. It was a very, very long day at work.
I can believe that.
It was like, today was the day where I was required to do all of the jobs.
Those days are always annoying.
Yeah, the manager on duty had a vacation day. We've been dealing with an outage for the last couple days, so I was
Texas,
one running point on that, two running point on queue watching because we also have no one watching our queues on the weekend. Nameless other manager did come in, but gave me more work to do.
That sounds like nameless other manager.
Oh, so yeah, it was just a perfect storm of shit. Like I didn't realize, but it was like 3 o'clock and I went, I need a break or I'm going to blow up. Oh.
Oh man, it's been a long time since I had a day like that. I do get them here at like my new job, but not as often.
It's good. It's good that it's not as often. Because you had to deal with it way more than I did when we were working together.
Because of a certain nameless other manager.
It's been more evenly distributed across everybody for the last little while, so it hasn't been so bad.
That's good.
Today's just one of those perfect storm days where we're already dealing with shit, and then the manager who's normally in goes, oh yeah, I have a vacation day, I won't be able to do that. Okay, more onto your plate then, Ben. Oh.
Well, at least they're trying to spread it out a little better, which is good. Disappointing that it didn't work out as well as it should have, but
yeah.
He's learned not to overwork someone to the point of quitting anymore.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Is Dark Knight one of the classes that you have leveled up fully? Or
Yes.
okay. How do you do the do? How are you organized? What kind of a do you have? This is probably going to hurt me if it's true. How many bars are you using?
3.
Fuck. And I'm only at level 70, so I mean, the third bar is almost full still. It seems... I don't know what any of these things do.
I can send you a picture of what all my bars are spaced out as.
Do you have them all showing on the screen at the same time?
Yep.
Oh, fuck. Should I do that? How do I add more? Hotbar 3? Is that what I have to do?
If it's listed as purple, it's not shown. I think if you right click it, it'll change it to white. Now it'll be if there's anything on hotbar 3, it'll pop up when you hit save.
Oh, you lied.
Yeah. What do you mean? I can see items on it.
No. I...
What did I lie about?
The way you said it, I thought if I right-clicked on hotbar 4, it would just not show up unless there were actually items on it. But I did it, hit save, and a hotbar 4 showed up. So
yeah, if you know, like hotbar 4 is still there, but if you move move an item onto it, it'll then appear. But it's invisible until you move something there.
Okay, so how do I get to my character actions? Okay. Blackest Night creates a barrier around the target and absorbs damage totaling 25% of target's maximum HP.
That's a really good move.
Is that a main bar move for you, or a...
Yes. So, it's on my tilde key. I try and keep all my moves between the tilde button and 4, and then I have a few spaced out on the keyboard. Like, if you look at... I just sent you a picture of my hotbar. Now, they do look really messed up, but it's just the way I like it.
Oh my goodness.
Really just the first 3 bars matter, and even then it's only the first like 5 or so digits matter on the first bar, because like hard slash moves into siphon strike, moves into solier, and that's your main rotation. There's then blood spiller and quietus, as well as living shadow, which you don't get to level 80, so you don't need to worry about that one. But these use up your blood bar meter, which you generate as you do your rotation. You start generating blood, and then every 50 you can use on one of those 2 moves.
What 2 moves?
And then
blood spiller and quietus?
Yes. Blood spiller is single target, quietus is AoE.
Okay.
And then above those on line 3, I have Edge of Shadow and Flood of Shadow, although that's not what they're originally called.
Edge of Darkness?
Yes, Edge of Darkness and Flood of Darkness. Flood is your AoE, but it does it in a line in front of you, while Edge is your single target. They use 3,000 MP each, and as you notice, you only have 10, so you can run 3 in a row, and then you have to rebuild mana by using Siphon Strike in its combo. So you have to go with Hard Slash, then Siphon Strike to regain some mana.
Okay, so this is built just so that the combo is right there, 1, 2, 3, by default.
Yeah, and then everything else that I have to think about is spaced out in a way where I know where they are. Like, if you look at my other tank bars, a lot of these buttons, like, legitimately match up. So, like, if I go switch to Warrior and I take another photo, you'll notice that outside of the Warrior moves that you won't be able to recognize, there's a lot of moves that are in the exact same location. So that way, I just have to remember that, you know, H is my provoke button, which is the button to pull everything in an area.
I see. This is going to require key rebinding.
You don't need to match them up like mine. I'm just saying, like, my important moves are basically 1 through 4 on the first bar. Like, 4 is my AoE, which is, it's my ranged one, which is Unmend. The ranged ability is always good to have on your person because it helps you pull a little better, but it's also the one ability that actually generates enmity. So when you're in your stance and hitting 4, you're doubling the amount of enmity you gain, so you're tanking even better. Like, if you notice, I don't actually have a button press that isn't 1 through 4. Like, I have X, E, tilde, R, F, G, H, etc., but I don't actually have a button 5, 6, 7, or 8, 9, 10. Like, I don't have any of those on my bar anymore because it's just easier to reach that way by avoiding having them right next to me.
Yeah, that's what I'm realizing as you're explaining this, because I currently just have the default button layout. And when I was playing as Dragoon, what that often meant was there were times in a fight where I just had both hands on the keyboard touching the top key, or the top row. And I feel like maybe it's a little bit more involved with that than that. Not that Dragoon wasn't involved, I just didn't pay as much attention. If everything's on one hand...
That way you can keep your mouse moving, and you could use that to move, because like if you press both mouse buttons, you start running, so you can easily move around to target while also attacking.
How did I not know that? I knew that middle mouse was auto run, but I did not know that both clicks was just run.
I don't ever think it bothers explaining it to you. I only know it because WoW has the exact same feature.
Alright, well, let me put the important ones in the 1, 2, 3 column, at least for now, and then I will go, and I'll think about how to better keybind after this. Like, do I really need WASD bound to movement if I'm moving with the mouse anyways?
It's just easier to strafe, because like, you can turn the camera with your mouse, but holding D to properly strafe around a target.
Oh, that's fair. Maybe W and D aren't... Well, I guess I wouldn't be... Well, back... Who the fuck backs up? It's so ass slow. I miss my Dragoon. I could just 4 and I would jump backwards.
I only actually, yeah, because you're right, like backing up is always slow, but if like I have to take 4 steps out of an AoE, I will hit S just to take those 4 steps, that way I don't have to turn my whole character around. But it's
I suppose I've done that when it's only like 1 or 2 steps, yeah. But I'm used to on the Dragoon, I just have that backflip button.
Yeah, with Dragoon you have a lot more hops. Like, Bard has one of those buttons. Repelling shot, but it's on a 30-second recast, so it's not as easy to use because you only get it once every little bit.
Yeah. Let's see. So what this Living Dead grants the effect of Living Dead. When HP is reduced to 0 while under the effect, instead of becoming KO'd, your status will change to Walking Dead.
Yeah, so that's your... I have it on Control Z, so it's supposed to be your, like, main tank ability. So, like, Paladin has Hollowed Ground, where it's, like, renders you impervious to most attacks for 10 seconds. Or Warrior has Palm Gang, brace yourself against an enemy onslaught, preventing most attacks from reducing your HP to less than 1, duration 8 seconds. And Dark Knight's supposed to be akin to that. The problem is you have to hit 0 after you cast it, and then be healed to full before the timer runs out, or you die anyway.
Oh.
And it's all like, I've gotten it to work once properly, and it's all like remembering to press it just before I die and having a healer pay attention is very difficult. Like, Gunbreaker has one as well, called Super Ballade. However, it actually reduces your HP to 1 and then makes you impervious to damage for 8 seconds. So it's fun to use just to scare a healer.
Do you know that you have redundancy on here?
You're probably noticing that I have a few abilities that are duplicated, but if you notice, those duplicate ones have gears because they're macros to focus on targets.
Oh, okay. I have
so
never
like,
done anything like that. Maybe I will as we go on, but at the moment...
It's not super important. Most of them are just like hitting focuses. So like I can focus a healer, so it'll auto apply Blackest Night onto them. Because like Blackest Night, it's a very nice shield for you, and if it breaks, it gives you a free charge of either of the Edge of Shadow or Flood of Shadow, or whatever their original names were. Edge and also Flood.
Gotcha.
Oh, edge and flood of darkness, I guess I should say. So you always want to sort of have it break, but it's basically to be used if something that's going to hit you and it's going to take a lot of HP. So if you know it's a tank buster that's coming up, you pop it on yourself. But if, say, you know your healer is about to be hit by something that should technically kill them, and there's no way for you to get in there to like block it, you can just throw your Blackest Night on them, and then if it hits them and breaks it, then you get the charge anyway.
Oh, okay.
And it only has a 15-second recast. So it's your main tank ability. Every tank class has a main ability to use to defend themselves. Warrior has the worst. Paladin has a pretty good one. Gunbreaker is second best, and then the Dark Knights is sort of broken.
I killed that too quickly to even get to the third. Forgot that I'm level 70.
Yeah. The only other ability I'd recommend is Carve and Spit. It's a OG. It's an off cooldown ability that has a 60-second recast. It restores MP and has a whole lot of potency, so it's a really high-powered attack. The idea is just
okay.
It's the green swirly one.
Yeah, it's the one you have on your third bar.
Yep.
What is that? Alt 3?
Yep.
I'm gonna have to actually put a keybind on there, aren't I? Hotbar? Hotbar 3, yeah, all.
I also have Control Alt 3 be my grit ability, which is my tank stance. So I start generating amity with every hit. It's the blue background with the little red spikes in it.
Blue background with the little reds. What? What?
Yeah, so there's a little person with a blue background and a bunch of red spikes around them.
Grit?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's your tank stance.
I never noticed the little C and the little A next to these. Like this is all new to me just from looking at your picture. I'm like, hey, there's letters there. Oh, there's letters on mine.
Yeah, so if it's C and then 2, it's Control 2, and then A2 is Alt 2, and then CA3, like you have, I have one Control Alt ability on my bar, and that's Grit, which is Control Alt 3.
Yeah, okay.
I specifically have it so that way I do have a button to quickly turn it on, but I also ain't gonna accidentally hit it.
And what does this do?
Every attack you do now generates enmity, so it keeps you on the top of the acro bar.
Okay, so that's not the bar that's on my screen. It's
no.
Okay.
So you notice how like will I kill it if I hit them with this?
Probably.
Not quite. Are you in combat with it as well?
No.
Oh.
And dead.
If you hit something, you'll notice that there's a little enemy list that has like a little symbol next to it that'll either be green, yellow, or red. If it's red, it's attacking you. So basically, you just want to cycle through enemies on the list to make sure all the lights are red, and having yourself in grit make sure that you can do it easier.
Yeah, I remember that lesson from you. Okay, so I want these gauges to be in a better spot. There. That should be okay. It's down with everything else. I swear I will dedicate some time to properly learn this, so that way things are a little more easy. I hope.
I mean, you just sort of learn as you go.
I mean, part of the hope for learning as I go will be when I start doing New Game Plus on the Dark Knight missions. I hope that they a little better teach me through these.
There are some missions where they explain an ability, like you need to use this ability to save this person at a certain time, etc. So
now I have to struggle with remembering why we are here. The quest is called Where the Chocobos Roam, which does not help very much. Are we collecting a black... No, we already have a black chocobo. What would we be doing here?
I think we're looking for the realm of the dragons, so we're going to the Devarian Forelands next, which is where all the chocobos are.
Chocobos and dragons just live in harmony?
We know there's an old temple in the Devarian Forelands that was devoted to dragons, and that's why we're going there.
Okay. Oh yeah, shall we make our way to Dravania? The chill of the Western Highlands is unrelenting, and I would sooner be under the sheltering canopy of the Chocobo Forest. What did I do? Unleash there? I think I did unleash. Nope, didn't do unleash.
I think that was unmend. I
Okay.
call it a Pokeball. You shoot out a little ball out of your hand. Oh, yeah, we have to go into the Devarian Forelands now.
I was gonna say, I don't think I've been there before.
Nope.
Wow.
What?
I thought the car just hovered. I didn't know it transformed. Is that new?
No, it's transformed the whole time. It transforms the exact same way it does in Final Fantasy 15.
I haven't played it yet.
Although I think it has a roof when it transforms that way. In the game, I think. I don't know. I might be wrong.
Beyond Abalathia's spine, the great mountain range that
Ooh,
spans
another
the
voiced
continent
cutscene.
of Aldenard from
Oh,
east to west,
and then I fell out of the sky. Oh, cool.
into the deepening shadows of Som Al, where lies the ancient home of Dragon Cup.
Luckily, old names can't kill you unless you're in combat.
To a land where the soil slithers and the skies seethe with sinuous shapes, they came.
The internet has ruined me. I cannot hear the words "they came" without just assuming it's something dirty. And especially with the narrator saying that the skies were full of slithering things, and then it says "they came."
Whales. Lots of whales.
Just, ugh. Do you not have the ability to fly in this area? Is that why you fell? Or we fell, I guess?
It took me out of my mount without asking.
Oh, okay.
Because I can fly.
Oh, wait. We're going right here. I don't know why I hopped in. Stinian, the loner, hanging out over here like, I don't want to listen to this conversation. We now stand on the threshold of Dravania, the path to Som Al? Som
I
I?
think that's how it's pronounced.
I assume it's capital A, lowercase l, but every
Yeah.
time I see that, I assume it's AI at first. Take us to the far west, beyond the embrace of the forest branches. It will be a long and demanding journey. Might I suggest that we take our rest at the village up ahead? There's a village there, but I thought these lands are the sole domain of dragonkind. The wild chocobos. Tailfeather was built by hunters who make their living capturing and selling the beasts. Their leader, Marchamp, is an acquaintance of mine. Are they related to Forstomp? Only the ceaseless chatter. If we are to mate this acquaintance of yours, let us do it before Ishgard burns. Are you sure you're a Lancer? Because You're a little too gung-ho for this position.
I'd understand if he was gung-ho to retreat, but...
Can we get out of here? These dragons could come at any minute! Red chocobos. Are these all friendly chocobos, or are they enemy chocobos?
These ones you can fight. Wild chocobos you can fight if you really want to. But the ones in this city will all be friendly.
That person is just straight up riding a dragon. Do we get a dragon mount?
Eventually.
You don't have to buy it?
I think you... Don't you already have it? Oh, wait, no, I think you have the...
I was going to say, I have a dragon minion.
You have a dragon minion, yeah. You had the mount later. I don't remember exactly when.
Is it the same character?
Yeah, it's Midgard Solmer.
I don't remember how to pull up minions. Oh, there it is.
It's on our character. See, roughly the same thing, just much, much larger. And armor.
Oh, shit. It's a cutscene and I have the subtitles automatically going. If it ain't the lovely Ysayle, it's been too long. That it has, Marshtop. My companions and I are on a pilgrimage to Som Al. Might we stay in Tailfeather a while? Prepare for the next leg of the journey. I had not actually looked at Ysayle. I didn't know it was a woman.
Yeah, that's Ysayle was the person who turned herself into the Ice Queen. What's her name?
Shiva.
Yes.
It's been 2 weeks. You cannot blame me for forgetting who she was.
I mean, I just forgot who she was, and it was the exact same amount of time, so... I just remember that she was a she, that was it.
I suppose it's more apt to say that I forgot who Ysayle was. I just assumed they were the next person we were coming to, since we were standing in front of them when we loaded in, or when I loaded in. So... I wouldn't suggest leaving the forest. The dragons have been absolutely bleeding murderous. Forgive me, sir, but I'm not sure I understand. Do the dragons not bother you here? Bother us? Did Ysayle not explain things to you? Oh, my ears are ringing. Pressure build up here. That fixed it. The towering Calum trees, or is it Salem trees? If you were flying above the canopy, you'd barely be able to see the ground. And as you'd expect, the local wildlife's canny enough to stay hidden beneath the leaves, which is why the dragons do their hunting elsewhere. Now, I know it won't stop Ysayle here, but dragons ain't the only thing you'll need to keep an eye out for, especially if you're set on heading west. Well, given that I've got 2 classes well above this level, I do not need this gear anymore. Shit! I just hit decline instead. I'm an idiot.
I've done that so many times.
Freaking elves standing 200 feet tall. Complete. Try this again. What's that quest? Aether current. Okay. No. Dare say you're wondering what could possibly be worse than dragons. Well, I'll tell you. The bloody Gnath. They're what you might get if you crossed an antling with a megalocrab and taught the thing how to walk on 2 legs. They never used to stray far from their hives out of fear of the dragons, but they've gotten a lot more aggressive of late, sending out war parties for malms in all directions. Oh, are they another humanoid race? The Nath?
Yeah, they're like insects. They're cool.
When they venture out into the forest, which is more and more, by the way, they certainly ain't afraid of coming after my lot. I can only imagine how much worse it'd be closer to the Nath's home territory. It seemed that much has changed in Dravanya. The Nath were not wont to cause such strife when I lived here. Family was dead, my home was gone, I fled to the bitter cold into these lands. I knew not if the path of the forest then wandered out from under the protection of its boughs. It's when I chanced upon Hraesvelgr. He had descended from his mountain lair to hunt for food. My exhausted mind could not contend with the sight of the majestic worm, nor the vision of his past, nor the vision of the past his presence visited upon me. So he's... What? Looking at him makes you dwell on the past? It's that dragon from was the Dragon of Time from Warcraft?
There was a Dragon of Time in Warcraft.
What? There's
Wow,
more?
there's a Dragon of Time.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember his name.
Nosdormu.
Nosdormu, yes.
And Murazond.
Who?
So Nosdormu and Murazond, they're... what's it called when you jumble up somebody's name and it makes a new name?
Anagrams?
Yeah. Yeah. Murazond is an acronym of Nosdormu because when he gets... In the future, Nosdormu goes insane. And becomes Murazond. And tries to, destroy the universe so he can finally be free of his plight.
Okay.
And we kill him.
Don't worry, we'll free you. Stab.
Well, Nosdormu and Murazond are like constants. So we kill a version of Murazond, but like they're technically... Because he's the Dragon of Time, so they exist throughout all eternity, like both of them do, but they're like the same person. It's confusing.
I mean, when your world has been around for more than 2 decades, things start to get confusing.
True.
They are a fiercely territorial tribe, and any who intrude upon their domain are attacked without hesitation or quarter. Outside the borders of their homeland, however, they were rarely hostile. We were able to trade with them on occasion. They have changed then. What of it? We've not the time to creep through the underbrush of some roundabout route. I say we make straight for Somal and crush any unruly insect we meet underfoot. A more direct path, then. Very well, let us first follow the trail west out of the forest and make for the statue of the Stained One. I thought we were resting. It's like we're immediately leaving. How do you do these aether currents? You just interact with them? Yes, okay.
Yep. Same with the aether crystals.
Is there one here? Yes, okay. Proceed to the Stained One, defeating any foes who stand in your way. That seems like a potentially daunting quest. I don't know if that means forced battles or if you're just gonna you can just fly over them and there's no forced combat.
No, there'll be combat because there'll be like a little purple circle that we need to stand in. See?
Oh, okay.
Those were the Nath, by the way.
Oh. Okay.
I guess they're technically the Vath because they're red. Nath are green.
Who's their primal?
Pt.6 or something like that. A big insect guy with swords.
Not familiar with that name.
Ravana, Lord of the Hive.
Ravana.
Dog is the fight. Sorry. Yeah, Ravana.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with that one, so it's either from a Final Fantasy I haven't played, which isn't saying a huge amount, but or it was made for this one.
That happens sometimes.
What? No, Final Fantasy is not an original IP. It is recycled.
I can't skip this cutscene.
Good. Should we chance to meet with Marchamp again? Remind me to thank... Oh, wait. I need to properly inflect on that. Should we chance to meet Marchamp again, remind me to thank him. Had he not warned us to expect Nath, I doubt I would be standing here. I don't think we had that much to worry about. The two of us are over-leveled.
I mean, I'm only 62.
Wasn't the class you were playing as level 71?
I was Bard for a bit, but then when we started combat, I switched to Dancer, who was 62.
Oh, okay. You have a scholar's eye, Master Alphino. The structure is, in fact, over 1,000 years old. It is a remnant of the age when our ancestors and dragonkind lived together in peace. You claim this is evidence of our harmonious past. I was taught that these buildings were constructed by heretics in honor of your Dravanian masters. This rubble inspires no such awe in me. Stubborn fool, how desperately you cling to the false teachings of your beloved Holy See. Enough, both of you. You threaten the success of our mission with this incessant squabbling. Why do I have to be the voice of reason?
I just grunted.
Set aside your differences for now. Lest you forget, our goal is to prevent a war. Trust in Bex's gift. Well, now, don't put all that pressure on me. You'd have me keep my counsel until Bex's visions confirm the truth? Very well, but bait me not. Our meeting with Hresvelger will likely provide the catalyst Bex's gifts require. That's right. Let's see, what's this ability do? Okay. Oh, hello. Spy you the... Jesus, woman. Spy you the 3 great towers to the west. Ishgardians know them as Annex Trine. The place serves as a roost for Hresvelgar's lesser kindred. If we are to reach the peak, we must first beseech these dragons to open the way. But do not be disheartened, the one who leads them is a friend. Or rather, of rather more concern is the disposition of the Nath. Speak with your sail. Kitty's getting away. You discovered a new location. Huzzah! This place is very pretty.
It is really nice.
So this castle is where Hraesvelgr is?
It's a clue as to where he is. Maybe he's in there. Maybe he isn't.
'Tis as I feared, the road ahead is teeming with Nath. These beastmen have grown brazen indeed if they are to threaten the dragons so openly. Mighty though the Dravanian friends are, they are just as vulnerable to the Nath's muskets. Muskets? Defeat enemies on the path to the Annex Trine. See a chocobo. Oh, there's more. Okay. I'm like, hello? So we come up here and hope that somebody tells us where Hraesvelgr is. It's not a guarantee.
Potentially.
Take no pleasure in killing the Nath. 'Twas to avoid bloodshed that I creed to join you on this journey. Well, luckily for you, you didn't kill anyone. You just disappeared, and I had to do all this. Keep your lance on your back, dragoon. My word to the warrior of light, I shall start no fight, only finish it. What happened? Where did you go?
I got pulled forward.
Oh, okay. Now I'm getting pulled too. Voiced cutscene? Not voiced. Voiced?
Vidofnir!
Voiced. Dragons! I love dragons.
Ah, 'tis thee, little one. From above I did mistake thee for a nath. 'Tis well I chanced to look again. or
She
thou
sounds
wouldst
very
well be
sassy.
ash.
Dear Vidofnir, how I have missed you. Would that I had come sooner, and not out of dire necessity.
Thou art troubled. Speak that I might know thy plight. Thou wouldst have father admonish his brood brother.
I would end this war without further bloodshed.
How am I to believe thee, little one, when thine own companion beareth Nidhogg's stolen eye?
Have care, dragon, or I shall gouge out one of yours.
You forget
Good negotiation
yourself, sir.
skills,
We
Estinian.
are here on a mission of peace.
My sires will forbiddeth me from inviting discord to our home. 'Tis for this reason and no other that thou still drawest breath, knight.
Vidofnir, please. We must be allowed to convey our intentions to Resvelgar in person, with words of our own choosing. Grant us this favor, and open the way to Som Al.
Thou hast ever been welcome, little one. But I cannot grant thy wish. I am bound to remain here and protect my kin from the Nath's god.
The Nath have summoned a primal.
Pray excuse my forwardness, but if we were to eliminate the threat to your territory, would you consent to Lady Izel's request?
Ha! Dost thou imagine thyself equal to the task? To succeed where dragons have failed?
Yes.
'Tis beyond thee, mortal. But thou art welcome to try, nonetheless. Only know that idle promises shall avail thee naught.
It would seem we have no choice but to make good on Alphino's offer. Why must our every bid for peace breed yet more war?
Well, we're trying to stop another one. Sort of. Sale seems occupied with the thoughts of the Nath and their primal. And thus is the mystery of their newfound belligerence laid to rest. I thought you would applaud them for summoning a primal to further their own ends. After all, you did. I did not reach out to Saint Shiva to further mine own ends. I desired her strength only to forge a new peace between man and dragon. But what a fool I am to speak of peace to you, you bloodthirsty savage. If the Nath have truly brought forth their deity from the Aether, we must face it together and watch our hopes fall apart. Let's face it together and watch our hopes fall apart. Ugh. What is the nature of this god? Let us return to Tailfeather and consult with Marchamp. He knows more about the Nath and their culture than most. No! Damn it. Oh, it's an earring. Why do you bother wearing a hat? It doesn't show.
There are glasses.
Sure they are.
They are. You can see them on my face.
But when I go to examine, it's clearly a hat.
Yeah, but they're glamored to look like glasses.
Oh, I can try them on.
I can't see them. And I mean, there's still stats on the hat. Like,
Oh my gosh, I didn't realize that I can try on your clothes. The shirt's a little big. I forgot how to get out. Oh, it's another cutscene. Back already? Met the Nath, did you? What is it you'd like to... Summoned a primal? Well, I don't know bugger all about Nath religion, if I'm honest. Beyond their trading habits, there never seemed much point in asking. But it shouldn't be that hard to find out. From time to time, we barter with a small hive to the north. Sounds promising. What exactly would a Nath consider to be the right incentives? Nothing your average hunter couldn't scrounge up in a day or two, but seeing as you're in a hurry, you might want to divide the chores amongst yourselves. Oh, don't worry, I'm sure they'll make me do it all anyways. Good-sized jar of landtrap nectar, a basket of calam tree fruit, and a Nath favorite, a generous portion of young Nanka flesh. Ew. I shall gather the fruit. Leaping to the lower branches of the forest giants should present little challenge of me. Stenian, don't gloat. Would you look at that? They're not going to make me do all three things. I'm a little surprised by that.
right? They're finally splitting up the work.
Or at least that's how it seems. We could easily come back and be like, all right, I couldn't do it. You go get it.
Very true. But hey, last expansion, it was all, all right, well, we're still here waiting patiently for you to do everything.
Yeah. Clearwater Nanka. What the hell is it?
A baby one of these.
I see. Used to playing as Dragoon. Using spells that I'm not sure I need to be using. We did it. We did it. That didn't last long.
So I was near level 70. You're level like 53.
Yeah, I know. Why is my
Basically-
helmet lit up?
Give me your lunch money.
What did I do? What's this? What is the helmet again?
What?
There's a helmet on my screen.
Oh, so the helmet gets charged whenever you use Edge or Flood of Darkness, and it lasts for 30 seconds, but up to 60 seconds, and it just increases damage by 10%.
Okay. I was able to gather a goodly amount of nectar, though I would not have known how to harvest it without Ysael's help. Do you have Nanka meat? Yeah, I also have an Aether compass that I'm not sure why it's in the key items. I don't have a quest for that.
No, the Aether Compass is something you use throughout the next 3 expansions. You use it, and it tells you in what direction and how far a Aether current is to pick up.
Oh, okay.
Homes.
Why did they not add Aether currents to the mainland?
Probably just would have been more work than they wanted to do. Considering, like, less than a year ago, there was no flying there, so...
Splendid. I shall put this with Estinian's fruit and assemble a suitably generous-looking hamper for the Nath. The hell are these? Oh, they're all rings. Everything appears to be in order. Assuming no one has any objections to my choice of presentation, I shall place our offerings at the trading post as instructed. Were I of the Nath, I think I would be suitably impressed. Yeah, well, you're easily impressionable. How long must we wait? Should we have sounded a signal or something? You're asking somebody who doesn't know. They don't look like bugs. They look like crab people.
They're bug people.
Um,
Crab. Oh, crab. Taste like crab. Walk like...
exactly.
I have them out from their beast tribe. Which is basically just their rep. It's this thing. Oh, you're still on a cutscene.
Yeah, I tabbed out because I'm trying. There's another that oh, that's what it is. No, not. It's gonna. Yes. Yes. Moya from Farscape. Did you look it up?
Yes.
Do you see the resemblance?
People.
What did you say?
They look like mushroom people.
Oh, they have a coordinated dance. What delectable feud you have brought us. Our meager existence is much enriched by your bounty. Come, hunters, come to our hive if you would trade. Cramped and stifling our homes are, but the rancid incense keep the dragons at bay. Cramped, stifling, and horribly smelly. Okay, I like them now. Why can't we make these playable races?
I don't know. I'd much rather play a Nath than a freaking bunny person.
I mean, Vieiras are really cool.
Nope.
I don't say nope.
I mean, okay, look at them. If they were all like, we've introduced Nath, but you'll never be able to wear a hat, I'd be all like, they technically always are.
Yeah. Oh gosh. Is that what's making that noise?
They do make a noise, yes.
Sounds like a didgeridoo.
Yeah, that's them. Look at their so many.
Is it far?
This is wet.
Wait, what? Oops. Keep accidentally clicking on examine instead of ride. Oh, okay. It was not far.
Nice. I know my house are nice. What the hell? I know my clothes are nice.
The music here. It reminds me of another Final Fantasy. Nostalgia is dripping through my face. Ah!
Yeah, that's either tears or sweat. Actually, nostalgia.
No, it's nostalgia.
Could be saliva as well, but she doesn't like them.
Could also be blood, mucus, vomit. Don't limit yourself for fluids. I like that every piece of conversation starts with click, click. Like they're cocking a pistol, pointing it at you. Your presence has been announced to the storyteller. You must speak to our chosen leader in words, for we are Vath. We are the non-mind.
So, when it comes to these creatures, the Nath, the red ones, they are a hive mind, while the Vath are ones who've rejected their hive mind and each have their own personality. And that's why they all have separate names and stuff.
And the Naths are the ones that summoned the primal.
Yes. Did you hear about that girl who put Gorilla Glue in her hair?
I did hear a story of Gorilla Glue, but I don't. Was it hair?
Yep. I think from the way it's been explained to me a few times, she either thought it was Gorilla Glue brand hairspray or mistaked it for her can of hairspray. Like, the story slightly adjusts every time. Either way, it was actually just glue, not actual hairspray. But people have decided that this is now a challenge, and so I keep seeing things posted of Gorilla Glue challenge. I put Gorilla Glue in my mouth. I put Gorilla Glue in my hair. And it's all like, why are people stupid? Like, Tide Pod was annoying. Like, but this is legitimately, you heard about all of the nonsense that one lady went through and went, that seems like fun. I'm going to do it now. Like, why?
People are dumb. Yeah, Tessica Brown learned that lesson the hard way this month after she used a spray can of Gorilla Glue on her hair.
Yep.
But the first line is, industrial strength adhesive is no substitute for a can of hairspray. So I don't know, this article does not state that she knew it was glue or if she picked it up by accident. So even this article is not very helpful. But you're right. People are dumb. The world is full of idiots. And I just need to rule it. Welcome to our hive, hunters. You have brought delicacies much sought after by our people, and we are much pleased. I feel like the Vath would have the voice of Tentamon from Digimon. What would you have in return? Pray allow me to begin my thanking you for welcoming us into your home and for accepting our humble offerings. My companions... Oh, wait. This is Alphino. He's assimilated into their culture.
Oh no, the hive mind was too strong.
What strange hunters you are, but if it's words you desire, then words you shall have. We are the Vath, the non-mind, and to speak is our fate. You will hear the tale of the Nath's god, of the god the One Mind, summoned into their midst. The One Mind? These are the Nath who reside in the main colony? Yeah, keep up, Ysael. We've already been to that point. Some moons ago, a single dragon flew in from the east, bleeding and weak. Fell from the sky and into the hive, where it was swarmed by my brethren, and with spear and spell and musket the dragon was slain. It was likely one that had fled from battle with my kinsmen. Dragons are fierce and terrible adversaries. The One Mind would always cower when their winged shadows passed over the ground, but no longer. They had learned that a battle-weary Dravanian was easy prey. Thus did the One Mind decide to heed the words of the black-robed men. Oh, who are they again? The Asians?
Maybe. There's a lot of black-robed men. They could be the heretics, could be the Asians.
Oh, okay. The One Mind would call forth our god and unleash his blades upon the dragons. Sorry, you were saying who else is in black robes?
I was just going to say the kid who cried wolf, but you know.
Dravanian lands would become Nath lands, and even larger would grow our domain. But our god ever hungers. The price he demands in crystals far exceeds the rewards for war. We of the Vath despise and revile his insatiable existence. Does it matter what ring I get?
I mean, it's getting to the point in some of these Final Fantasies that if you see a character with a goatee and a black coat, you just assume they're evil.
I missed the days of Final Fantasy VI, and actually, they did just add Kefka into this game as a boss, did they not? Or has she been in for a while?
Kefka?
Kefka.
Clown?
Yes.
Yes, it's a boss in Omega.
Yeah, Kefka was the main villain in Final Fantasy VI, which is one of the best 2 Final Fantasy games. Call upon the power of a primal for the greater good, conscious all the while that I do as a grave cost to the land. I reason that it is a necessary evil and willing to shoulder the burden of my sin. In suggesting that such crimes can be justified, you may argue that I presume too much, but you must surely see that I am aware of the magnitude of my transgressions. Not so the Nath. They summon their deity for no greater purpose than to expand their dominion. To a scion, one sworn to eliminate the primal threat, the distinction you draw seems questionable at best, but the fact remains that my own grandfather risked unleashing the power of the 12 in an attempt to prevent the calamity. Thus, while I may not condone your actions, I at least understand them. How lightly you propose the destruction of this god, Master Alphino, a being of whom we know not. Has it occurred to you that may be the sending the Warrior of Light to her death? No, because Alphino doesn't care about my well-being. I am a pawn on his chessboard. Dot, dot, dot. Bex need not face this foe alone. I will gather 7 allies to send into combat with you. Like her, I am blessed with the Echo's protection and may do battle without fear of primal influence. Let me bear this burden. How many primals have you faced, my lady? Not that it matters, we know not where this god resides or how to challenge it, unless you mean to pray until it appears. Stinian makes a valid point. Let us speak with the Vath and learn how to best secure an audience with their deity. The young lord certainly appears eager to prove his worth. Kibblroy, the Hungerer. Is there a repair dude around here at all?
Isn't it this one right here?
Artisan?
I think so. Yes.
Oh, all my stuff is full. Huh.
Whoops.
I guess we haven't been in a lot of big combat. We are Vath, we are the non-mind. We do not hear the one mind's thoughts. We cannot predict their will. That's not what I'm asking. You wish to meet our god, offer yourself a sacrifice. Ooh, as a sacrifice. Put this idea from your minds, generous hunters. If you meet with our god, then he will have your souls. I don't have a soul. I'm a warrior of light. You are generous hunters, yes. Many gifts you have brought, but not enough for all Vath to enjoy. Maybe you could bring us just one more? Wow. Greedy. What in the hell is this you're writing?
That's not from a raid.
Where are we going? Oh, we have to go back and get another hunk of...
Yep.
Oh, I can ride this with you.
Yep. Whale.
I can show you the world.
I can show you the whale. Wee.
We only needed to kill one!
They shouldn't have been so close together.
Fate discovered nearby. Click, click. Deliver us your flesh. Gross. Yeah, have some more flesh, you weirdo. Yes, you will have more of the words you strange hunters hunger for. Listen now. The senses of the one mind are enmeshed by the wolver mind. What one sees, all see. What one feels, all feel. Alert a single Nath, and the whole hive is alerted. To reach our god undetected is all but impossible. But that's not what we're asking for. Frankly, it doesn't matter to me if we get detected. We can fight our way through that. The Vathor want to allude to certain concepts without explanation, but I believe I am beginning to grasp a few of the fundamentals. The king-like Overmind sits in the center of Nath society and is present, and its presence somehow allows its subjects to communicate without need or of word or gesture. The Nath, the one who inhabit the larger hive, are known as the One Mind, and it was by their command that the Primal was summoned. Seem to have been excluded from the telepathic bond. Nature of their own god. In summary, we've wasted our time. Alphino. Always the optimist. We have wasted our time. Should we allow ourselves to be captured by the environs of the colony, the Nath will bring us before their deity. So is that what the next mission is? We're going to give ourselves up? Let us be clear about what it is that you propose. You mean to say that you would deliberately provoke the Nath, surrender yourself into custody, and then wait until their god arrives to claim your soul.
I like
Fairly well describes my plan. You will join me in this endeavor, will you not, Bex? Judging by the great risks you took to prevent the summoning of the Saint Shiva, you are not a woman to err on the side of caution. What did we do to prevent Shiva?
She imbued herself with the magic, purposefully forcing a summoning of Shiva. Quite the opposite of, attempting to avoid Shiva summoning.
Right. Power of the dragon has no protection against the primal influence. Forgive me, but I must remain here with Master Alphino. So is this going to be the start of a... No. It's not the start of a raid yet. Doesn't look like it from the...
It's near it, because at level 53 is its trial. So this is a level 53 quest, so I think we do something and then go in.
You know what? I don't trust myself to tank yet in a trial. I'm gonna switch back to Dragoon for this.
May have pulled a couple more than I meant to. There we go. Yeah, I'll take it. Tanking is fun.
Jesus, you... it's incredible to watch your health bar go from full to almost empty because you changed to a tank.
Wait, see, 23,000 HP. A lot more.
I know.
149,000 HP in total, actually. I mean, if you want, I could switch to warrior.
Why? How much do you have as a warrior?
It should be more.
It should be more.
Yeah, warrior has whenever this thing is done. Oh, no, it's about the same. That's interesting. I thought I had more. Oh, wait, it used to, but Defiance has changed. That's right. Warrior's tanking method used to be you just have enough health to tank it. But it adjusted it to actually start reducing damage taken instead.
That's probably better.
It's the same method druids have, and wow.
You just have infinite health to not die instead of having
Not
debuffs.
infinite.
Well, the Overmind must now be aware of our intrusion. Let us press on into the hive and ensure that we have our host's undivided attention.
Yeah, druids have a base 10% damage reduction, and then all of your agility counts as dodge rating, and you just have a butt ton of HP and a bunch of spells that heal yourself instead of actual damage reduction spells. You do have a little bit.
Thank you for this.
You want me to stop fighting?
No. I was talking about. I was saying thank you to my mouse and using the scroll through enemies, and it started with the furthest away targets for some
That's that a lot for some reason.
fucking reason.
Alright, now we have to go and find what's her name in the hive.
Well, it looks like there's another battle we're gonna have to go to first. Unless it's just the destination is the... Oh yeah. Never mind. Waiting! We beat you here. How is that possible? If we did not have our host's full attention before, we surely must have it now. Our audience with the primal may be granted soon after our capture. Pray advise me once you have steeled your mind for the battle to come. I am steel.
We are farmers. Dun 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 dun.
What?
You said you are steel, and I am farmer. Dun 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 dun.
What is that? What is that?
That's the State Farm little noise from old commercials.
Oh, okay. I don't think I've ever seen that one.
Glad it was lost on you entirely.
You are prepared then? Yeah, sure. Let's do it. Now, have they learned their lesson and made the cutscenes happen before the fight so I can actually enjoy the fight as well as the cutscene?
Well, it's a trial, so cutscene's already started. Like, the cutscene already starts before the fight, and then there's a little one after.
But you know what I'm talking about, right? Remember the spider one? Where I watched the entire cutscene of the fight, and halfway through watching the cutscene,
Well,
the fight was done.
Dungeons are still the exact same way.
Oh,
But
okay.
the trials and just trials, they start out with everyone locked, and they can't fight until everyone's watched the cutscene.
I see. We offer no resistance.
I want to go as Dark Knight. Oh, yeah, sure, why not?
Surrender, intruders. There is no escape. There was a lot riding on the expectation that they were going to kidnap us and not just kill us outright. Enough, we surrender. We throw ourselves upon the mercy of your god. The click-clacking is a little bit maddening.
Oh, don't worry, it never stops.
the one thing that would be a drawback of playing this as a playable race.
Just imagine they have mechanical keyboards in their mouth.
They seem eager to
have
proceed.
keyboards, so
When they take us before their lord, pray leave matters to me. If what I know of summoning rituals holds true, I shall be well placed to act. Mark the sound of the river rushing through the ravine behind us, passing loud, is it not? I imagine the noise would serve to mask our escape should we need to withdraw temporarily. You are prepared, are you not? I hope so. If I were to be dragged away for sacrifice while you were haggling over the price of potions, I should not be amused. Don't worry, I don't have potions, I don't think, but...
I mean, I have potions, but I'm not going to haggle by a finger discount. Listen, it doesn't matter how much something costs if you can run faster than they can catch you. To any children in the audience, I'm a fantastic role model.
Now we have but to wait.
Okay. Wakanda forever!
Lord Ravana, master of the sacred blades, wrath of the colony, conqueror of the world, hear our prayer.
That Mark Hamill?
Pray grant unto your devoted children the gift of your divine presence.
He comes.
It's General Grievous.
All strength to the colony. Speak and I shall listen.
Oh, glorious General, we have captured intruders and would make unto you
These would be
an
welcome
offering of
additions to
their
my
lives.
collection.
These feeble fleshlings
Even as a
dare
general.
to invade Natlands.
Hear me, Lord Ravana. My companion and I did not come to contest your children's territory. We wished only to learn the reason you wage war against the dragons.
Thou wouldst flirt with death merely to satisfy thy curiosity. Wherefore should the glorious conquest of the Nath concern thee so, Elizabeth? Ah, mayhap thine own kind struggle against the worms fareth poorly, and thou art desirous of a pact.
We crave no alliance, Lord Ravana. Only peace. We would bring an end to our war with the dragons. Yet so long as they remain embroiled in this conflict with your children, our goal shall remain out of reach. Never before have the Nath risen up in such numbers, and never yet with you at their head. Why do you lead them to war?
thy question hath no meaning. To live is but to fight.
It's gotta be exhausting. He's just always holding two of his swords upright.
Thy ceaseless conflict.
He never sleeps. He only lifts.
The Nath would see the
I mean, yeah, his carapace is coated in muscles.
secured, and by such fervent prayers am I now given form and purpose.
Which isn't really how carapaces work, but you know.
No,
As I
no, it
feared,
really isn't.
Your very existence is an obstacle.
His carapace
to
was
our
absolutely
goal.
bulging with the
Since you are
muscles.
so
Pardon?
fond of fighting, we
It shouldn't be.
challenge you, Lord of the Nath. And should we emerge the victors, I would have you swear to withdraw your soldiers from Dravanian soil.
Thou art bold indeed to risk thy fleshy hide so readily. Very well. I, Ravana, fourfold master of the blade, do accept thy challenge. But should I emerge the victor, I would have thee swear to serve in mine army till thy last breath is spent. Do you accept?
I do. And I believe the first bout is mine.
Is she going to summon Shiva? Yes, holy shit.
What is this? A god clad in flesh?
Is aught amiss, my lord? Thou wilt not break thy word, I trust.
Mine oath is unbending as steel, little goddess. Thy ruse will but add to mine enjoyment.
This is a very anime fight.
I thought myself stronger. Mayhap with more crystals?
And what of thee, mortal? Art thou warrior or craven?
Craven, let me out of here. Sorry, am I getting thrown into this fight right now?
A warrior, then? Good! Mayhap thou will provide more sport than thy feeble companion.
No, okay. Thok ast thok. Isn't it?
Whoops, lost it. There it is. Alright, ready?
Don't I have to click on this? Oh no, okay. Yeah.
It's still gonna be a couple minutes.
Do 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 do. This is gonna set me to level 53.
Yep. Submitting reports. Submitting reports.
You're working?
No, I'm submitting reports on Twitch.
Oh, okay. Like you're reporting accounts?
Yep. One of the channels I mod has someone who keeps popping up in their channel and listing death threats. And then when they get banned, they make a new account and do it again. So now I'm just going through all their accounts and reporting all of them.
Yeah. It's incredible how shitty people can be in the lengths they go to be shitty.
Yep. It's mildly funny because we were able to find, it's not really funny, but like we were able to find all these people's information. So like we even know where they are and we've reported them to the police, but they keep doing it. So oh, the thing popped. But wait. Report. Alright, there's 2 more that I need to send. I'm just I just got something copy pasted because it's legitimately like 1 or 2 people and they just keep making accounts and doing it. So it's not incorrect info. I'm just repeating a bunch of things.
Alright, so how do we take down this one?
Don't stand in any of his AoEs. I have a little triangle on my head so you can see where I'm at. And when he summons a bunch of butterflies, kill the butterflies.
Okay. Kill the butterflies. What's this green?
And he's just going to do a raid wide attack. It's not really a circle. It's just going to hit. Yeah. See? Everybody.
I see.
Away. And you don't want to stand in the red near the red.
That one was pretty obvious.
Yeah. Yeah. This guy just does a lot of dance with his swords. Did I cast that too soon? Ah, I cast it too soon. Maybe, yes.
What? Why do I have a red arrow on my head?
But to hit everybody in that thing. It's okay. I could have ran across the fire, but it would have hurt just as much, so I just stood in it. The healer didn't want to stand in it for some reason. Alright, he's summoning butterflies.
One butterfly down. Oh, nope. Still a couple. We got the one-winged angel over here. They didn't take down all the butterflies. Or is he just summoning more? Does he summon more?
He's summoning more.
Okay. And what are the butterflies? Just extra ads that he summons that we just have to kill? And
a little bit. The moon ones, the red ones, are really, really bad. But he only summoned one of those. It's dead already.
okay.
Oh, another moon one over here.
Oh yeah, see it.
I want to move over here though, because I don't want to hit it. Yeah. These healers doing their job of, when does everyone's health bar goes red? Oh, actually. Keep hitting like 10% and then noticing. As long as I don't die, I don't mind. It's just a bit frightening at times. Alright, we got the sword.
Okay.
No, I don't think it mattered.
Rejoice in the glory of combat!
Yeah, we all did something like we all got one bone stack, but I'm not quite sure if that's how we're supposed to do the sword mechanic. We're so good. Right, we wanna run away from them.
Oh gosh, I got thrown.
Oh yeah, there was one hole in the fence. Sorry. I looked around and went, oh, I don't see any holes in the fence. I guess he only does that on hard mode. And I went, okay, run to the edge, and then I look over and there was a hole exactly where you were. Oh, and the other tank. Oh, the other tank got in that hole too.
So as long as the 6 of you win, I still get completion. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright. Hurt. Physical, no damage.
What is this background music?
Right? Let's have a good time.
Like, I realized that I could hear a voice singing, but I couldn't hear it over the sound of combat, so I dropped the combat in volume. Whoa, what? This is crazy. What was that? Oh, did somebody limit break?
Yeah. I think it was the samurai? It was one of the samurais. Oh,
Do 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 do. Did you just jump off?
yeah. It's okay though, because it doesn't hurt if it's already over.
You do not disappoint, warrior of light. Would that I had your skill in battle.
Oh, hey,
That I
there's-
had your complexion. Your face is so smooth. What'd you say?
There's that tank we just did it with. They're out here with us.
Oh, cool.
For all his savagery, I do not think Ravana one to break his word. Provided the dragons do not trespass upon Nath lands, they should have little to fear of the Primal's biting blades. We have done well, have we not? Come, let us return to Vidofnir and share these glad tidings.
Oh no. The black robe.
Once more you achieve the impossible, bringer of light.
Not
But
the
with every
black
mortal
robe.
heart that succumbs to fear and
Apparently
fear,
their name is
another
Iggy
voice
Yorm.
is joined to the chorus, beseeching divine succor.
My L6 requests.
At their bidding, warring gods will shake the firmament, and your world will be consumed in the swelling storm of chaos.
So far, I haven't felt like they're a really bad threat or anything. They're just kind of there.
We fought one of them.
Still didn't feel like it was much of a threat.
I will admit that is very true. He wasn't, because that's Lahabrea.
Never since we first fought have I seen you draw upon the full extent of your power, and never from afar till this day. You were a marvel to behold, Bex. 'Tis time we rejoined our companions. They will be eager to hear the tale and continue our journey.
This way.
Feels like the music is just getting louder. Maybe it's because I turned it up and I forgot where I put it. Shut up.
I'm not laughing at you. That tank that we were standing next to, he left because he finished the cutscene first.
Yeah.
And then I just flew past him, so I made sure to fly past him, like right next to him as I did. Just showing off.
It's like, you suck.
Man, imagine not being able to fly.
Lord Ravana, you say? How curious that the Vath never mentioned his name. Are you quite certain he will keep his word? There was honor beneath his savagery. That we survived the encounter at all was a miracle I must attribute to Bex. Never did I doubt you, warrior of light, unlike some. I don't know, I feel like you doubted me a little bit. Estinian, was that truly necessary? Not truly necessary, but certainly true. What matters is that the primal is banished and our promise fulfilled. We should return to Vidofnir without further delay. Nidhogg's minion will not be halted by idle chatter. Come now, we must make every moment count. You are unkind, Estinian. For all his experience and intellect, Alphino is still but a boy. He might just be a boy, but, you know, a good ribbing now and then is good for you. That seems like a good chapter end there for today. Gonna do more Far Cry 4 starting on Monday.
Sounds like fun.
And then I'm itching to get through Far Cry 4 because I want to start on the Final Fantasy games.
No. You're not going to move on to Far Cry 5?
No. I mean, my normal pattern had been to switch back and forth between a JRPG and a Western style RPG anyways, but I just got the urge to play through all of the Final Fantasy games. So that's what's on the plate after Far Cry 4.
Sounds like fun.
So in like 3 years, when I'm finally through all 13 of them, well, actually there's more because I've downloaded and found sequels and spin-offs, but I will come to Far Cry 5 eventually. I just really am in the mood to play through all of the Final Fantasies finally.
You can skip 11 because it's an MMO. You can skip 13, also known as Final Hallway, as you know, because of that JonTron video.
Yeah. I'm still going to play through Final Fantasy 13 and 13-2.
I can't go left.
The game's moving on its own, John.
I hear 15 is really, really good. I actually have it because it was given away. If you have PS Plus, it was given away during Christmas.
I bought it on a sale on the PlayStation a while ago, but I'll probably re-buy it on PC so that it's easier to stream.
True.
But we're going to start at the root of it all. We're going to start with Final Fantasy 1 and work my way through them that way.